Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to see the Cherish OS version 3.1 based on Android version 12. So guys, let's begin. So as you guys can see, here is the Android 12, the another Android 12 ROM. This one here is Cherish OS, and the maintainer here is Anki. Security patch level we get here is the 5th of November 2021, and the kernel here is Radcliffe kernel. This is the Android 12 settings page, as you can see, and there are few new options available. The Cherish OS customizations are now available in this build. Moving to the system settings, here these are the options. The live translate option here is available, and you can translate to English and everything. You need to download these languages to translate to another language, so this is an option available. Going back, these are the options, the gestures, and in the system navigation gestures, in the gesture settings, these are the options available. The left edge, as you can see, you can customize the edge now, so this is the new option available here. And these are just the normal options, the 2-button navigation and 3-button navigation, which I think no one uses the 2-button. Then the 3-finger swipe for the screenshot option here is available. The animation here is just missing, so it's a bug. So now moving back to the security options, as usual the fingerprint scanner here is working perfectly fine, and as you can see, this animation, the unlocking animation here is available. So yes, this is the accent color of according to wallpaper. Then the face unlock option here is still not available. This is the third build of Cherish OS on Android 12, and still the face unlock option here is not available. Wallpaper and styles, these are the options. The wallpaper colors, you can change the themes from here, the wallpaper color themes. Now going to the home screen, as you can see, it has changed the accent color. You can switch to the themes. These are the colors available here. So yes, and you also get to see the basic colors if you want. So these are the options. Then going back, there is a little bit lag when you change the theme in here. Then in the display options, we get to see the night light, the colors, natural, the auto rotate and everything. Double tap to wake here is available, and device specific settings here are also available, and you can switch the refresh rate from here. If you don't want the pill style notch, you can turn it off from here. There's a little bit of lag here, but it's okay. You can get these 2 punch holes if you want. The battery life on this ROM here, I must say it's average. So I'll show you the battery usage. This is the drain from 100% to 78%, and the screen on time here is 1 hour and 33 minutes. That from 84% to 23% battery drain, I got only 3 hours and 15 minutes of screen on time for 84 to 23% battery drain. And to charge the phone from 23% to 100%, it took 1 hour and 11 minutes. So battery charging time here is good, but the battery drain here is a lot more on the in 120Hz display. So yes, these are some examples. This is 82% to 32%. I got 3 hours 34 minutes, and this is at 90Hz battery drain. So which is good at 90Hz. The battery usage, the battery backup I got at 90Hz is good, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Okay, then moving forward to the Cherish settings. These are the customizations available. The Cherish OS settings, the status bar options, we get to see the double tap to sleep, which is working fine, so no issues. Then the carrier label, clock settings and everything. Then we get to see the VoLTE icon and 4G icon. So there is a bug present here. If I turn on both the 4G and VoLTE icon, then so as you can see, this is what it happens. So just don't turn on the VoLTE and 4G icon both at the same time. So this is what it happens. Then we get to see the themes, like you can use the custom color if you want. You can change the theme from here, but this just feels great. The Android 12, according to wallpaper, it just sets the accent color. It just feels great in the Android 12. Then we get to see the buttons, the music control and everything, volume rocker, wave, the animations. We get to see the lock screen customizations, the double tap to sleep, Double tap to wake on those, lock screen charging info. Music visualizer here is available, you can turn it on. The power menu. In the miscellaneous we get to see the charging animation and brightness control. Gaming mode here is not available. Here it is showing gaming mode volume controls, but after going inside it, the gaming mode here is not available. So this is a bug present, like they just forgot to add or something, I don't know. So this was it for the settings. Now moving to the home screen, this is just the Android 12 UI and we get to see the Google feed as usual. This is the Pixel launcher and 120Hz display here is so far working great. There were lags and stutters sometimes, but almost like every time it just works flawlessly. It's got good. Then talking about the camera here, this is the default cam. We get to see the ANX cam available here in this ROM, which seems to work fine. Then we get another camera we get to see here is the Google camera pre-installed. This is the Gcam, the BSG mode Gcam pre-installed in this ROM. So yes, we get to see the pre-installed Gcam. But here I am using the Arnova Gcam, which is the best for this phone at this moment, the Poco X2. For the Poco X2, this is the best Google camera. And here there is a bug in the wide angle mode. When you capture a photo in wide angle mode, it captures at 1.9 megapixel and we get to see the 8 megapixel wide angle sensor, so there are less details and the image is captured at 2 megapixel, and this image is captured in the pre-installed Google camera and this has been captured at 8 megapixel. So if you want to capture wide angle shots, then you can capture in the ANX cam or the pre-installed Google camera, which is the BSG mode that also captures pretty good images. So yeah, then talking about the safety net status here, the safety net status has passed, but there is a bug present here. The safety net status has passed. Google camera, Paytm, everything is working, but only one app here, this is the banking app, UMobile, it is not working. It is showing me this error that UMobile will not work with rooted all jailbroken device. So it seems that the phone has been rooted, so this may happen if you are using some banking apps. So the Google Pay and everything is working, but some of the banking apps are just not working. It may happen with you too. So yes, just take a note of it before installing this ROM. Then talking about the performance here, the Geekbench scores. Here are the Geekbench scores 507 and 1511. So the scores are less compared to the MIUI ROM. This is the scores with the MIUI ROM, the ROG ROM. So if you still haven't watched that video, there will be the card up available here for the ROG edition ROM for the Poco X2. You can watch. These are the scores for that. So compared to the MIUI ROMs, the scores on Android 12 are always less compared to Android 11. Also, not MIUI, also the other Android 11 ROMs, they are good and in performance. The performance on this ROM also, it's not that bad, it's great. So far the performance on this ROM is great. You can use it as a daily driver. Okay, so guys, then talking about the gaming performance, I tried the BGMI and it's just working fine. There are no issues with the BGMI. And going to the settings here, I'll show you the graphic settings. It's smooth and ultra. The 60 fps option here is not available. Smooth and ultra, balanced and ultra, HD and high. HDR here is not available. You can turn the HDR and Ultra HD with 60 fps using the GFX tool. So if you want, you can use the GFX tool, and the 60 fps gameplay here is working fine. Gameplay here is just not an issue. You will get a smooth experience and the device will heat up a bit while gaming. So yeah, and also the one-handed mode here is available. The calls are also working fine. Calls, messaging, mobile data, Wi-Fi, everything here is working fine. We get to see the screen recorder available here, which is also working perfectly fine, no issues. Okay, then talking about the another feature, like this is the camera here I opened, and when I go to the recent apps, as you can see, the camera here is still working. So if you go to the recent also, the app just seems to works perfectly fine and it will just resume from that. So this is a feature of Android 12 which I feel is just great. Then talking about the RAM management, the RAM management on this phone here is very bad. So as you can see, the call record, the phone app just reloaded. So yes, this is a bug present here in this ROM. Like, it's not a bug, but it's an issue. The optimization, the RAM management on this ROM is just not that good. Talking about the bugs here, so as you can see, this is the bug. This is what it happens. The background, the notification shade background just gets transparent, as you can see. And to solve this bug, you just have to power off the phone and just turn it on, and it will be just okay. So yes, this was a bug present here in this ROM. Otherwise everything here is working fine. And I have also noticed this some issues with the Bluetooth audio. Like, whenever I try to connect to Bluetooth, it just doesn't recognize the Bluetooth, and also sometimes it takes a long time to connect to a Bluetooth audio device. So this is also a bug present here. Otherwise everything is working fine. So yeah, that is it for now. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit the like button. If you are new to this channel, then please guys subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, then you can ask me in the comment section below or in the Telegram group. I'll meet you in the next one. Till then, stay safe, have fun, and bye.